The Living Forest, one of the most memorable stages in the Mortal Kombat game. This is from Mortal Kombat 2. Aside from the pit levels, these are probably the most memorable. First and foremost, shout out to the Collector's Place. You can follow him over on Instagram for more Mortal Kombat stuff or diorama stuff or anything 3D printed. This guy's the man for that. But the Collector's Place sent me all this stuff. He sent me some moss, which kind of resembles grass and forest. Then he sent me these Living Forest 3D printed diorama background trees or tree stumps. And then he also gave me this Pink Panther foam alongside this cardboard back piece with the pictures printed in the back, and I think that's amazing. All this, so if you want this stuff, hit up the Collector's Place. I believe he also has a eBay account. These things are highly detailed and painted very nicely. You can see the black in between the creases of the trees. So, and then again, the detail is so nice. You can see the rings in the stump itself. It tells you the age of the tree. So this is nice. As far as I know, if you order from eBay, you will get 4 trees. I'm not sure if you'll get 2 thick ones, 2 thin ones. I don't know how that goes. I'm sure it'll vary. For me, I ended up getting 2 thick ones and 2 thin ones. You can see one here is the big one, and then the other one is the small one. They're all painted slightly different. Like none of the paint matches on all of them. They just have different paint jobs. And that's cool, I guess, because it doesn't really matter, I guess, when you put trees in the forest. They're all going to vary in shape and color and size. I would have preferred them all to be the same color, but it's just the way it came out. I guess you can repaint them if you wanted to. I'm not mad at it either way. I think it looks good. Like, if you compare it to the trees, the sculpt looks pretty identical, so that's what's most important for me. So, opening the moss, my first time handling moss. I think you can get these at like any arts and crafts store, Hobby Lobby, Michael's even. But it does smell like mold almost. I'm just tearing it up and throwing it in, over and around the trees to make it look like grass, or, just uncut grass that's around the trees. But I don't know. Again, I'm not sure if this is real. This might be real. I didn't know. I thought this was like prop moss, but apparently this is real moss. It smells. I just wanted to throw that out there in case you didn't know, in case you're a newbie like me. But I think it looks cool. You add some lighting to it and you can play with the looks and colors and manipulate the looks and scenery, possibly even change the depth perception with light. Like if you want it to look like the moon is lighting up the forest, or you want a light source coming from the front of the trees. It all depends on how you want to do it. I think the moon is probably like the best place to kind of light this up. It's hard. This is why you see the light coming and going and flickering in and out, because I'm trying to find a really good angle to make this diorama kind of light up and look as organic and natural as possible. And I don't know, I'm not great at this kind of stuff. I'm kind of new at dials. I mean, I made a 3-story dial one time before, and I made a Spider-Man background on the foam. I'm not really good at just lighting up a diorama piece and make it look like it's real. You know what I mean? There's people out there who do that, they call it ACBA, right? You see, I barely even know the term because I don't play in that department. Once you play around with the lights and the background and everything around, you can make it look as natural as possible. I mean, some people make it look way better than this. I mean, again, I'm not too familiar with ACBA. I think that the more I practice, the better I can get. And shout out to Batman right there, because he was the closest figure I had next to me. I didn't really feel like digging and grabbing any Mortal Kombat guys, and I apologize because I know some of you guys would want to see Scorpion and Sub-Zero, even Reptile in the background. But I don't have Reptile. I do have the other 2 ninjas. I just didn't feel like pulling them out of the box because they're way down at the bottom, and I have some other stuff on top of that. So again, Batman were the most accessible, so I grabbed this one, and this is a really cool Batman. So shout out to McFarlane too, because he's making a bunch of cool Batman, some better than others, and this is probably one of the better ones, to be 100% honest with you. There's probably like 4 of them out of the 12 that I have that I really like. But again, back to the background, it looks really nice. The moss really helps bring out the realism in this piece, and again, just the detail in the facial features of those trees looks amazing, man. It looks crazy. They look like bushes, and it's pretty believable, so I like it. The diorama is big enough to put another action figure there in case you want to have a duel. so you can have two figures fight in this diorama. Does fit. Again, sorry for the random guy here. I have Shredder again because he was also at the top of that box. I've never reviewed Shredder. And I don't know if I've ever told you, but Shredder is one of my favorite villains because Ninja Turtles are one of my favorite TV shows and cartoons. And Batman is one of my favorite superheroes alongside with Spider-Man. But Batman's always been probably my favorite superhero of all time, only because he has childhood ties that I have no control over. When I was a kid, my mom watched the Batman movies and she gave me a bunch of Batman toys when I was a young man. So I guess I always have Batman in my heart. Spider-Man is something that I grew up to like because of what he stood for and the costume designs and different versions of Peter are a reason why I love Spider-Man. Ninja Turtles, they just always been fun to watch. The brothers, the ninja aspect of it. We're all boys, we like things like that. Even Power Rangers, except Power Rangers I grew out of. I don't have no love for Power Rangers no more. It's kind of weird, right? I still love Batman, I still love Ninja Turtles, I still love Spider-Man, but I ain't got no love for Power Rangers. I love Thundercats too. Even Popeye, I still got love for Popeye. It's crazy. Even Looney Tunes, I got love for Looney Tunes. I'm playing with the light here because I'm just trying to get, again, just different lighting to see how it looks with Shredder in the back creeping. But I will say I do like this diorama piece, and I'm pretty certain that you will too. If you collect Mortal Kombat figures, the Storm collectibles, you will love this piece. Even the top McFarlane versions, you will love this piece. Just get yourself some decent lighting, and even this like little extra light that I bought at Five Below. And you can get a couple of these so you can beam light at different angles and just get different looks. They're really cheap, they're pretty durable, battery powered. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think this is something you would like to collect for your Mortal Kombat figures? Do you think this is something the company should think about producing for collectors? Or do you think this is something that just individual collectors are better off doing for other collectors? Let me know in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on this piece? And again, if you want one, feel free to contact the Collector's Place. His info will be in the description, so hit him up. He's a pretty cool dude. So if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, feel free to give a guy a thumb up because it helps. Feel free to subscribe for more content and click that notification bell to get the videos as soon as they upload. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
You choose to subscribe, you the man. Yes, you. Everyone below in the comments, yes, you too. Thank you very much for showing me love. Who knew? It's ironic how we think out the box for you too, right?
Sing, 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 sing. Everybody.